Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Jock here. I just want to give you a quick tutorial on how to write an article and be successful with your article. And what I want to do is to utilise our member Steward in Life Wellness. He's wrote a great article, and if you get a chance then please read it. It's really good. It's about magnesium deficiency. But there's a few things that you can do to maximize the potential of your articles. And I'm not picking on Stuart in any way, but what I want to do is just to quickly run through the kind of check-in and, if you look at these keywords, just how to, I'm not going to go into a lesson about how to research keywords, but when you're writing an article, you should be looking more at a long tail, okay? I know for a fact that this best test to determine magnesium deficiency is a long tail keyword with low hanging fruit, and that means that it has less competition. And I know that Jake hasn't actually looked at it from this point of view, but that's the keyword, and it's about 50 to maybe 100 searches a month nationally. Now, if you can rank anywhere in the first 3 pages for that, or in any other, different areas, such as different social media, etc., the chances are is that you will get more traffic to your website, good quality links back to your website. But it's not just about writing the article and just letting the article go out there. These keywords are far too competitive. For instance, you're never going to rank for magnesium, you're never going to rank for nutrient, and you're never going to rank for health. They're too generic. They're seed keywords. So really, you're looking at a long tail version of a keyword. So the keywords that you'd be looking here would be best test to determine magnesium deficiency, and then perhaps sliding into that article, another keyword would be something along the lines of magnesium deficiency test at home, or it would be symptoms of magnesium deficiency. You see, these statements are what we term as long tail keywords. These long tail keywords are really built around the fact that this is what people are searching for. They're not searching just for one word, like iPhone. It would be best price for iPhone 7, or best carrier for iPhone 7. It would be a long tail. That's why we say it's a long tail, because it's like a sentence, and it's really based around the emotion of the person actually searching and what they're searching for. So this is a great article, but we need to make some revisions here. We need to make some changes to make it better. So essentially we would be removing these, okay? And you'll go down, you'll see that what I've done is added, for you guys that are writing your own articles, is I've added these, which are very important: the meta title, the meta description, and your keywords. Now, when you look through the content of the article, you're going to be looking at internal linking, external linking, and basically high authority linking, which is a great thing. For you see what Jake's done here. He's high authority linked to Medscape and Wikipedia. The word here is, we're going to take that out, because that's not necessarily, if we have a look at, just to make sure, he's also looking at doing his own internal link to his blog, which is fine. But we want to change this generic term a little bit, because that's, here wouldn't be really where you should link it to. It's an old kind of technique. We would want to put it a little bit more down to that. So essentially it would be learn the dangers of vitamin D supplements, and that link would go on there. Okay, so I just want to quickly copy this link so that we don't undo it. And I am just going to change that there, because this is a very long tail keyword, and it's going to the blog that Jake had written on his site. You see, let's just double check that. Okay, if we just go to that site, we should be able to see. Yeah, there you go. Excellent. The Dangers of Vitamin, great article that he's written there that you can go back and double check on. So I want to go back to here and just make sure that this is fine. Okay, so I'm going to undo this, and this is going to be the better ratio here. Okay, we'll go into more light, and you'll see he's got a link also back to his website. Just want to make sure that is his main generic website. That's fine. Okay, update that. That's fine. Okay, so you've got I like to look at a ratio of kind of 75-25, or basically, you know, 40-40-20, and it's a ratio of linking. I just want to make sure that you don't overly link and you don't put the wrong links in there, but you'll see the difference. I mean, you can link all these keywords here, but you know, when you put in something like this, magnesium test is available, that would be a better one to link back to the main generic website. You see the this here, this is already the search engines already know that doesn't really. If we're looking at the content, it's not really within that content. It's kind of stuck out as another link, and you could put it here as a source or an official citation, which is fine. But, and again, this contact us, that needs to be edited out there. We don't need that there. That's too generic, and that's not the type of linking, and it looks unnatural. And the search engines will see that as unnatural, and they will often penalize the article, whatever there. Now, let me just see here, when you have a look at these, we want to look at the 6 H1 to H6 tags, and these tags are basically given a level of authority for each title. So you'll see that this would be an H1 tag up here, and then maybe down here the serum magnesium we could maybe put down as an H3 because it's a subheading. So just go up here, take it to H3, and you'll see that it changes the subheading here. It's good to bold certain things. Keep reading to find out. Again, that's just too generic, doesn't need to be there. You know, you want to get to the crux of the matter given that the article straight through. Okay. If you go to this top bit here, what is the best test to determine magnesium deficiency? We don't really need that there because we already have it in the H1 title here, okay? So we don't really want to do this. What would be good is to take this out, have magnesium deficiency with a question mark, because it's a kind of sense of urgency. It's like magnesium deficiency, question mark. That's the emotion that you're driving to. Now I would just make this a heading 2 article, you know, an H2 tag, and you'll see it starting to take shape here a little bit. One of the good tricks to do is to take, if you go to here and make that bordered, and then take this to align the center, it's starting to look a bit more professional. Okay, you've bordered that, and it's like highlighted that part, magnesium deficiency, bam, it's right in your face, and if you're interested, that's what you're going to study on. Now, you can go through, and we'll just put these, even your titles, you know, like RBC, magnesium, etc. You've got to look at whether these titles are being searched on the internet. These titles, are they the best titles for you? Can you be more descriptive with these titles so that you actually rank? Remember, you're not just going to rank for one keyword. You want this article to be seen for very different keywords, very low-hanging fruit, okay? And it could be different variations. Determine a magnesium deficiency, the best test for a magnesium deficiency, what is magnesium deficiency. All of these things are interrelated, and all of these things give authority to one particular part of your article, and then another part of the article, and another part of the article, and the search engine then sees it and thinks, okay, this is really important. This is good quality stuff. It's all interlinked. They're talking about the same subject matter. It's throughout it, and it's a good quality article. And then as people read it and go back, and the traffic, you know, it gets seen, then the chances are it will start to rank higher. Now, I'm going to probably a bit later on, I'm going to tart this up and optimize it a little bit more for Jake. But what I want to do is to make sure that we do the right thing. So these smart tags are the same as keywords, and these are the tags that come under the article and are not necessarily added into the meta description, etc., etc. But one of the things that you want to have tagging for, that you want to get it found up for, would be certainly magnesium deficiency. Okay, magnesium deficiency. Now, if I spell this wrong, then okay, and then comma, and then put, and I like to use about 3 to 4. So there we go. Best test. So determine a magnesium deficiency. So I would take this here, just copy that there. I'm going to take that question mark out here. And then I'm going to look down here and I'm going to see, is there any other areas that I can put in here? So I would absolutely put in magnesium levels, because you can see we've got you can see now that there's a couple of low-hanging fruits and a main seed keyword here. So it's starting to look a little bit better. Put your meta title in now. Here's where you can really go to town. So what is the best test? Okay. And now you're writing for people. You're not necessarily writing for the search engines. You're writing for people, and the search engines, if you balance out both, they will see the benefit of it. So what's the best test? And I'll make sure I got this right. To determine magnesium deficiency. Find out with functional medicine practitioner Jake Duncan. And then you could put in steward and life wellness. What's the best term of about magnesium deficiency? Now, what you've done is you've told the search engines what this is about, but you've also made it clear to people reading it. You can probably add in a little bit more, but I just want to get that so you see it's more balanced. We have the best test to determine magnesium deficiency. The search engine will see that. It will see functional medicine practitioner. So we're going to link back to your profile as well. And you're going to see here. So you put in your keywords, again, best test, and then you can put in what is magnesium deficiency, and you can see that we are starting to hit these long tail keywords. Magnesium deficiency test, and I would say a long tail keyword is probably anything over 2 words. So 3 words and on, you're starting to look at long tail. You could have magnesium deficiency symptoms and so on. Now, I just want to make sure I save these changes a little bit. Okay, just to make sure that we don't lose anything. Okay, so, and another great thing to do, okay, is you see how he's got an article, an image up here. To add in another couple of images about magnesium or whatever it is here, and make sure that when you do that, that you have the alt tags in there for your keyword. Okay, so we're just going to have a look at how this is starting to shape up now. Okay, you see now that is highlighted straight right there, and that keyword is going to tell you, but hopefully that's got he's actually put. Okay, it's fine. And you see how this is made into an H2 tag here, an H3 tag, and then so you can go on and change all of these, okay? And here is your tags, okay? Which act as your keywords as well, okay? Now, that is just a very, very, very quick way of, now what I said is I want to link back to his, so your profile on here, especially on here, you've got a link back to your website, you've got link to authority links, you've got, various links. So we want to link back to your profile. So here, we want to go to this profile, and we want to copy up your link at the top URL, okay? And then what I want to do is to go back in here and find, there we go, that magnesium deficiency would be great, okay? Because he's an expert on this. So I'm going to utilize this, and I'm going to link it to internally. So we have an internal link as well. Open a new tab. Okay, we have an internal link, we have an external link, we've got a link that's going to him, we've got a link that's going to his article. Okay, we're not using generic things. You can say find out more. I mean, this student life wellness here, if I can go up a little bit here, we can edit that a little bit, and we could say, oh, excuse me, let me do that again, guys. And I'm going to add a little bit of text to this, and I'm going to put find or read more at Student Life Wellness. Okay, that's kind of more of a generic way. Instead of having read more, click here and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the anchor text is varied when you've got different links in here anyway, but you know, search engines are really quite clever, and they know when there's too many click here's and read now and all that. You want to just have make it look natural as possible. And you know, a lot of people will say you have to, but from my experience, it's not a really important thing. But the content is more important than anything else. Now, you see how that says a functional medicine approach? Actually, this would be a fantastic one to link to your profile. Or obviously you can link it back to, and that in turn, you see this will go to your profile, will go back to your website, and it's going to help to give authority to your website. Okay, so we're just going to save that for now, and then I will make a couple other changes, but it gives you an idea, guys, how to actually optimize your article. I will do another tutorial about researching keywords, etc., but this for now is going to show you how to approach an article in the best way possible. If you've got any questions, just go down to support. You can ask us in support, and you will see at the bottom of the screen there is a little button with a little balloon, speech balloon, and that is live support that you can ask us. So any questions, drop us a line and we will help you as soon as we can. God bless.